Hello everybody. Well, hope y'all having a good day. Hope you're having a good time and enjoying life. We're still I'm still sitting here working. These videos are going to be broke up a little bit, but I'm still doing the same thing regardless. But we're still working on the Big Mac in 176 or 172. I can't remember now. Can't remember which one it is. Well, that's not good. I was really hoping I could just put that in there and pull the bearing off of it, but apparently I cannot. I may have to do a little grinding on my doohickey. I'm going to try to just use this to pull these bearings off. Good thing we got the blasting cabinet worked out, because we're going to need it. Well, I've still yet got to come up with a ventilation system to help, but we're going to have to blast some of this stuff. I can guarantee it. Oh, there's that one off of there. Yep, I'm going to have to do some trim in on that, or either some trimming on this. If I'd had any sense, I'd have made it shorter, wouldn't I? You can't help it though. Sometimes you're just a doopy-doo. Alright, y'all. I'm going to do some modifying right quick. Hopefully, we got some things going. I shortened it. I shortened this and moved it back and made it smaller. That way, it will actually screw inside the, you can actually screw it through it now. So, hopefully, we will be able to figure out how it goes. Put it up there like that. I actually sawed the handle off, welded it back on. I could have done everything I wanted to do without taking the handle off, but it only took me about 30 seconds to saw the handle off and about 45 seconds to weld it back on there. So it would have took me longer to achieve what I wanted to achieve with the bearing on, or with the handle on it. So I just simply lobbed it right off, because the screw's already this long. So, you know, and I've still got screw left, because I fixed this thing. If you're new to the channel and you don't know, I bought that thing and it worked great, but about 3 times using it and it ruined the tip. So screw was garbage, and I took it and I worked it up and fixed on it, got it where I wanted it. So yeah, I just turned the lathe off for some reason, and I'm probably going to need it. These bearings are definitely, the shape they're in, they're not good. I don't think the bearings are actually bad. I think they're just corroded, but yeah, much trouble as it is, I wouldn't chance it. All right, I'm gonna take this crank over and clean it up. We're gonna have a look at it. All right, well, we've got the piston in the parts washer. I'm gonna clean this crank up just a little bit with the wire wheel, and it's already not looking good. there is some severe rust stain in there, which kind of has pitting to it. The seal ring right here is eat into the crank. I mean, it's right there, it's really deep. Over here where the points go, I think y'all can see that. It's really not looking good. Hold on a second. Tell you what, let me turn you around. See what we can see. Severe. That's actually kind of pitted out in a couple of places. I don't think it's gonna. There you go. You can see the pitting in there now. See, it's not smooth anymore. It's rough. And you can see around where the seal ring goes, it's really pitted out. This is not quite as bad. Well, that's probably going to eat up the points pretty quickly. I'm gonna have to check on this thing and see what it is for sure. I think it's a yeah. 176 or 186. So this should be a 176 because it's not a gear drive. And I think the gear drive is the 186. I don't know about the bore. The bore actually looks to be pretty clean. There's a lot of corrosion up in the very top, but it's on the squish ring, not on the cylinder walls. Just try to scrape some of it off of there so I can see. Now, what I'm fixing to show y'all is just off the squish ring, not anything else. The only thing I scraped on was the squish ring, squish band, whatever you want to call it. A little bit fell off the outside, but the majority of that came from the inside. It's really filthy. But the bore doesn't look that bad. The bore don't look bad at all. I mean, it's fairly smooth. I don't really see any pitting. There is some rust in it, but it's not like unbelievably rusty. And it is iron, so we can hone it and all kinds of stuff with no issues. Oh yeah. Yeah, the bore cleaned up. Right good with just that little bit of going on. So I think the bore's gonna be okay. The biggest thing will be if everything else is all right. I'm going to tap this seal out, because apparently the seal ain't no good, being this is the spring that come out of the seal just now when I touched it. I'm going to try to tap it out very gingerly. Really wished I could find my piece of wood. I don't know where it went. Y'all know I got that wood triangle that I set stuff on to work on it, and I moved it somewhere and cannot find it. There we go. Let's see if we can clean this off. All right. Let's see if we can wiggle a ring out of this thing right quick. I just took it out of the cooker. Well, I took it out of my ultrasonic cleaner. So it's nice and hot. There's one. We got one out. Halfway to victory. Halfway. That's still stuck in there pretty good. I broke the nose off my little dooflicky. Yeah. Let's stick him back in there with just a little bit of lubrication on it. If you're trying to get stuck rings off of a piston, number one thing is not much force and don't be in a hurry. So we're going to do one now that's going to look forceful, but we're going to do it gingerly. That's what these little hammers are for. We're going to catch the end of the ring with a screwdriver. Oh, I think it just popped out of there. And it did. Now, brown cow. Look at that. The rings are a little bit rusty, but it ain't nothing that a piece of Scotch-Brite won't clean up. And I don't think these are pinned pistons. I don't think there's a pin in this piston. There does not appear to be. It is unpinned. All right, so here's the bearings. Run them through the ultrasonic cleaner as well. A lot nicer now. Yeah, they're definitely not good, but they are clean enough I can see them now. That is a 6204, which is good. And I do not see a number on this bearing, but I think this might be a 6203. If that's the case, I may have the bearings here. But we're going to we're going to take the razor knife. For those of y'all that don't know, take a razor knife, take the cap off, stick it on there, and that's how you break the end of it off to get you a little bit more sharper end on it. We're just going to take it. I'm just going to go around. I've got it twisted down toward the bottom of the ring gland. Ring gland, whatever you want to call it. And get it stuck in my finger. Then I go back to this side and do the upper side. So just try to rake the stuff, the majority of it out of there. I'm just trying to get the heavy stuff out of it. Get the bottom cleaned out and get it all scraped out of there and cleaned out. Sometimes you use the front, sometimes you use the rear. If it's really crunchy down in there, I use the back side. I scrape the bottom of the gap. I'll show you why. Now, if y'all can actually see that, I think the light's washing it out. Pretty good little bit of stuff built up on the back of the razor knife. But we're going to get these ring glands cleaned out. Ring glands, landings. We'll call them landings. How's that? It's where it lands. You might be able to actually see that. That was a lot. Now, this is after running it through the ultrasonic cleaner and getting the rings out. Now that we got them out, we're going to just scrape the junk out of here, and we're going to we'll throw the piston back in there and let it run again for another 20 or 30 minutes. So let me chuck it back in there, and I'll show you the cylinder here in a minute. All right. Now I got the piston back in the ultrasonic cleaner. We're just going to lightly rub the rings on this green Scotch-Brite, just with my hands, just gently. Now this green Scotch-Brite does a real good job. I doubt y'all be able to see this, but it takes it off pretty good. We're going to check the ring gap, see how it looks. If it's not very good, then we'll try to find another set of rings. But these rings still have the wear groove on them. I'll try to show that to you here in just a second. I just want to clean some of the rust off of them. The rust is it's not a real heavy rust. It's just a little coating. See if y'all can. Alright, that's what it looks like. Now this is real time, so you'll see me rubbing it a little bit. Just lay it flat on the table. Be careful not to break the end of your ring off. Just use my fingernail a little bit. Right on the edge of the Scotch-Brite. You can really see the rust just kind of come right off. It's not on there very good. You can see it turning silver. I don't know if you can see it in the video. Probably can't. There's one side. You get right to the end, sometimes you just push one way. If you don't, you might bend your ring. Now, let me turn y'all around again. The camera on the other side is a better camera. See, that's just a little bit of darkness. It's not showing up. Let's see if I can show you on the other one. Okay, maybe. I know it's blurry. See that black line down there towards the bottom? Right in the center of the ring? That's a machine groove ring. It shows the wear on it. And the line is actually still there. It's not still there completely all the way around, but it's still there on a good portion of it. So that means the rings weren't fully seated on this saw. Now the cylinder, I took it back there and threw it in the blasting cabinet and just kind of, I didn't blast the cylinder. I just blasted up directly in the center of the combustion chamber and around the bottom down here, around the bearing pockets where it was real corroded. So I didn't hit the cylinder with anything. So we're going to check the ring gap if we can. I don't know why, but the ring gap on these Macs is wider than I like for it to be. I guess it's so it'll crank. Because if it wasn't, it would be so hard to pull the rope over. But I don't know about that. I'm not really a fan. The rings are in really good shape, but I'm not a fan of how much ring gap there is in there. I just think. Oh, I meant to show y'all this. I cleaned the seal up. There's actually a CR number on the seal. On this side, which is good. Seal on the other side, this one over here, I got these seals, I know, because this seal on this side is the same as the 125. I do know that because this cover is the same as the 125. So well, it's almost the same as the 125, but the seal is the same, I'm pretty sure. That seal is way corroded. Well, the whole thing's corroded. It's corroded pretty bad. And there is an old crack. There's an old crack right there. Might have to see if I can find another one of these. I mean, that ain't gonna really hurt anything. You never know. I might blast it and throw a little weld on it, because I do have some mag rods for welding that stuff. So yeah. Alright, see if we can get a few other things done. Well, of course, we're at 25 minutes. Tell you what, let's just go ahead and end it since we're at 25 minutes. And then we'll see where it goes from there. Because I've still got a lot of stuff to do. And a lot of it's going to be back there in the blasting cabinet trying to clean this mess up. So, y'all have a good day. Stay safe, be kind, treat each other the way you want to be treated. God bless. Hope you have a happy Thanksgiving too. We love y'all. Bellhopper out.